Hi everyone, this is Yukti Bilwal. So this video is the webinar which we had conducted yesterday on Zoom call, and we had a conversation with Dr. Mitali. Dr. Mitali is alumni of the Wow Medical School Foundation, which is in Philippines, and she studied there from 2009 to 2014. And after she completed the studies there, she appeared for MCI examination in December 2014 itself and cleared it, and she's now working, and successfully she has graduated from there. And in this webinar we discussed a lot of things, but the initial part was not recorded on the Zoom call because of some technical issues. But we have almost covered everything, so do watch it till the end. It has some very important questions which you guys ask and you want to have knowledge about. So I'm definitely sure that once you completely watch this video, it will be really nice for you to understand MBBS abroad and MBBS in Philippines in a better way. Go ahead. MCA passing percentage of Philippines. अच्छा, तो देखो, जो जिस कॉलेज की डॉक्टर से मैं आप लोग की बात करवाने वाली हूँ, उनका जून 2018 का जो पासिंग था वो 60% था। जिन डॉक्टर से आप बात करेंगे तो उनका 16% था, तो डेफिनेटली आई थिंक गुड, वेरी गुड वन। एंड व्हाट एल्स, और बताओ। कंट्री अच्छी है, क्लाइमेट अच्छा है, ट्रॉपिकल क्लाइमेट है, जस्ट लाइक अस, जैसे हम लोगों का रहता है वैसे क्लाइमेट है। गर्मी भी पड़ती है वहाँ, मैं आपको ये नहीं बोल सकती वहाँ जो है ठंड पड़ती है, या वहाँ पे जो है बर्फ पड़ती है। इफ एनी वन ऑफ यू वांट्स मी टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश, प्लीज लेट मी नो, I'll keep switching. So the doctor would be joining as soon. आप लोग सब, you guys can question. We have two ways of question, this question answer thing, and there is this chat thing. So अगर आपके questions हैं, you can ask us questions. You want to chat, you can chat. Till then we can have some talks, right? Ask me any questions. Today's session for Philippines, because डॉक्टर जो हैं, जो पास आउट हैं, वो फिलीपींस की हैं। आज आप फिलीपींस से सारे क्वेश्चन पूछ लीजिए। फिर कल आई एम टॉकिंग टू द ग्रेजुएट ऑफ यूक्रेन, तो उनसे बात करेंगे, तब आप यूक्रेन के क्वेश्चन पूछ लीजिएगा। उसके बाद आई एम थिंकिंग ऑफ ज्वाइनिंग इन द बेलारूस ग्रेजुएट। ओके, तो जो कंट्री आपको अच्छी लगेगी, जो कंट्री आपको लगेगा कि हाँ मुझे यहाँ पे अच्छा लग रहा है या मुझे यहीं जाना है, उसकी कंट्री का हम जूम कॉल रखेंगे। वहाँ के स्टूडेंट्स, टीचर्स, जिसको भी आपको लगेगा कि इट्स अ गुड आइडिया, वी विल डू दैट।
All these diseases which are the same as in India. So it's not like you're going to country and you're seeing different disease pattern. You're coming to India, you don't know. It's not like that. You're seeing the same problems and same issues. So you get to do that also. So the clinical rotation there was really good. In every specialty we had 2 months clinical rotation. So let's say, for example, we have a surgery rotation. So we had 1 month of private hospital rotation, in which you get to interact with the patient. You get to do history taking, you get to examine the patient, you are assisting the doctors in surgery and all that. And another month would be a government government rotation, in that where you are hands on. You are the first you're the first line there. So it's good. So in a way you get to learn also, and then later you get to apply your knowledge.
Okay.
So clinically, clinical exposure there I think was really good. It was one of the best things in medical college there.
Okay. And do you get cadavers when you're practicing in the university? Do you get cadavers?
Yes. So at our time, I think we were just 6 students on one cadaver, which is very good, because I think in India, if I'm not wrong, they are like, people are fighting to be on a cadaver. They're like 20, 30 people, like, people can't get near the cadaver itself. So cadavers, there's no issue. Our anatomy room is huge in DMSF, and they have ample cadavers there. You will get hands-on experience.
I was there, and it was a big area where all the cadavers were on the
Yes.
table.
Yeah, if anybody wants to see, you can definitely have a virtual tour of the college, and I'm sure this will be shown in it. So don't worry about that.
Okay. How was your experience of passing FMG exam? Like, how did you feel about it? Like, were you a bit afraid of giving FMG? Were you thinking about something like what will happen? And how many attempts did it take you to clear FMG?
So the thing is, the only I think drawback of getting a medical education abroad would be the foreign medical graduate exam.
Yeah.
But you should not look at it as a drawback. Look
Hmm.
at it as a chance that you are giving this exam, and if you clear this exam, you get a lot of confidence, and it makes it much easier for you to now to clear the PG level exams,
Hmm.
because it's the same pattern almost. It's the same MCQ pattern. When I was in medical college and when I finished, when we came to India, we had taken coaching, and that time I was very scared. Frankly, I did not think I would pass it because the rate of passing was low. But then, see, you have in any competitive exam, you will be scared, you will be anxious, but all you have to do is you have to believe in what you have learned in the last 4 years. If you have studied
Hmm.
properly for the last 4 years or whatever 5 years in your life, then easily you will clear this exam. But obviously, I'm again saying you will have to study very hard, and suppose if you don't clear it, I have a few friends and colleagues who are unfortunate enough maybe to not clear, but in the second attempt they gave it again and they cleared it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you
The
don't
first
have to
attempt,
really worry about it.
so you cleared in first attempt.
I cleared it in the first attempt. Maybe that's because I had a little bit of a luck factor, and also because I studied really hard. It
Ah,
was
nice.
those 5 months of studies were like nightmares, but theek hai. See, again, as I said, in India, whether it's medical field, engineering, IS, kuch bhi ho, you have to study hard.
Yeah, studying hard is
Comp-
one of the things.
it will just help you.
So basically, it's a 300 marks examination, and you have to score
Yes,
minimum 150. And if you
yes,
get 150 and above, you clear the exam. That's it. Doesn't
that's it.
matter how many of the students are sitting in the examination. Unlike
Yeah,
NEET, this AIPMT CET, you have a
exactly.
competition. You have to get a percentile, then only you qualify. But here, it's nothing like that.
Yeah, so the FMG exam, it is just a test of you against yourself. There's no like कोई competition नहीं है, बस you study, you give your exam, आपको clear हो जाएगा.
Clear हो जाएगा.
Just
That's it.
simple.
And then, as soon as you got your result of FMG, then how did you apply for internship?
So once you get your result, so you need to first collect your result. You have to go to whatever state you are planning to practice in or you're living in. You have to go to the medical council of your state. So I'm in Maharashtra. I went to the Maharashtra Medical Council. I submitted my documents along with my clearing certificate, and then they gave me and you have to also apply to a hospital which would allow you to do internship. I
Hmm.
did it at Bhatia Hospital, which is in South Bombay.
Hmm.
So yeah, you get all your documents within 2-3 months. Everything gets processed. You can start your internship. It's a 1 year internship. That's actually good in a way, because since you've already done your clerkship in fourth year in the Philippines, you'll find the internship pretty easy because you've already been through it. So it's nothing new for you.
You know
And
how to conduct yourself
yeah,
as a doctor.
the only difference would be कि ठीक है India के certain protocols are little different, so you will just get to like maybe rebrush on what is the Indian scenario. That's about it.
Okay. And then when your internship is like when you clear your FMG, you get a provisional certificate, right? Provisional
Yes,
registration number. Then you
yes,
do your internship. Then you get the permanent one.
yes. You get your permanent registration number. Again, you apply for that and you get it. And then after that, you can work. You get your license plate, your license
So in
number.
your license plate, is it mentioned you are studied from abroad or something like that? Is it there?
No, no. Directly, they just write MBBS and your number.
Just the one
So
that thing.
yeah, so no, it's not mentioned. Maybe in the past it was mentioned for
It's
certain
not
universities, but
mentioned.
not
It's not
now.
mentioned. Okay. So overall, do you think that studying in Davao Medical School Foundation has made you what you wanted to become as a doctor? You think you have gotten the qualities of a good doctor, like overall experience?
I Yes, definitely I feel so, because see, it's a very simple thing. I tried for India, I was not able to get it. I didn't want to crush my dream, so I think DMSF was. But now that I look back, I think DMSF was the best thing. Good, I feel I did not get it in India. Because I'm telling you, the so along with obviously the studies and the internship, I think you get an opportunity to live outside at a young age. It really molds you as a person, because you have to study, you have to take care of yourself. But that's actually good. It makes you an overall personality which will help you later on in future.
All right. And one last question. It's my own question because I have put a video on YouTube and somebody said that the 4-year duration and India has 4.5 and other countries in Russia, Ukraine has 6. So do you think that 4-year duration is short? It's not enough for the studies of medical? Did you have to study a lot, like extra study करना पड़ा था आपको because ये 4 years का course है? ऐसा कुछ है?
See, the question is right. It's 4 years for sure, but I don't think it was that tough. It's very simple. You maybe have to study like around the clock. There might not be much time for recreation and all, but theek hai na. I mean, why would you want to go there and waste your time? You're going there to study. So if you focus properly, and that time is adequate, because see, we did it. Prior batches did it. All the batches till today have done it. Nobody had a problem with it. So I don't think it should be any of an issue.
Okay.
And also the Filipinos also do it in the same time limit, na? So ठीक है, हम तो Indian है, but the Filipino people, the Filipino students, they are also doing medicine in 4 years. So if they are able to do it, then I don't think there should be an issue.
So some questions. Are you able to look at the questions?
No, I think if I look at the questions, maybe my video might go. Okay. Can you see me? No.
No. Let me speak about it.
Ask me the questions. I'll just quickly answer them.
Where should we study a BS now? Philippines or India? They are asking. I don't know. It depends. Like right now, Corona thing is going on. So if you can study in India, I think it's for 5-6 months you have to study here. Then you can go there and do that.
Exactly. I think this is a question best answered by you people.
Which topics are taught in BS course?
So that's a good question. So we had anatomy, physiology, we had histology. These are the medical courses. Then obviously we had a little bit of a Filipino law, because you're in a new country. You need to know the law of that country. We had Rizal. So Rizal is like the Mahatma Gandhi of Philippines. He's their national hero. So you have to learn a little bit about their history, which is a good thing again. We had I think mathematics. Yes, we had statistics, we had maths, we had research analysis. So yeah, I think we had these courses along with it.
So it's like, I hope the question is answered. One student Divya Gupta is asking, ma'am, DMSF से graduation करने के बाद वहीं Philippines में practice या higher study करने के लिए क्या करना होगा? Do you have any idea about that?
Yes, हम सब लोगों ने यही सोचा था कि we will stay back there, क्योंकि we loved our experience there. So I think 50% people wanted to stay back in Philippines, but unfortunately that's not possible, because India has not given approval for a postgraduate program in the Philippines. It's still in the pipeline. Maybe in the future it might happen, but फिलहाल तो नहीं है. So you'll have to come back and give your registered exam here.
If somebody doesn't want to come, they can.
So if you don't want to come here, you can maybe apply for the Philippine permanent residency or the green card or something of Philippines. See, we are not very sure about what is the probability there, but you can definitely go there and देखो वहाँ पे क्या options है. I'm pretty sure कि you can apply for the green card for that country. But PG का मुझे अभी तक we don't have any integrated course to do your postgraduate there.
Okay.
Yet, but I think it's in the pipeline. I think it might happen in a few years.
Yeah. Ritik Dwivedi is saying, the screening test really tough. You have already answered about the MCR screening test. So on the scale of 1 to 10, how tough do you rate the MCI exam, the FMG exam?
Frankly, I would say it is 6 or 7. But again, see, this all depends on what you have done in the last 4 years. Agar 4 years mein you have not studied and you are like, chalo, se pass karne ke liye you're studying, then it might be tough for you. But if you have really studied your subjects well, it can be very easy for you. So, yeah.
Right. What is the registered website to verify the same? So I'll share the website and everything. If I'm not qualified the need, can I go to Philippines? Well, I only answer that. So have you cleared MCR test? Yes, she has cleared MCR test, already told. Can you tell us which year you shifted to Philippines? So you have started from 2009.
So I went in February 3rd, 2009. We did the 1.5 years of BS there. So 2010 June, I started my MD. So 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, I moved out.
Okay. USMLE also is one of the prospects. So many of them give USMLE steps also.
Yes, there are a few of my seniors, Dr. Ankit Patel. There are a few of my juniors also who are successfully doing residency programs in the USA. So for any information on the USMLE, I'm sure you can definitely contact them.
With them. So
They'll help you out. It is possible because the pattern of education in the Philippines is the same as in USA. Because I told you in the start only, Philippines follows the education system of the USA. So it's very easy, like the same multiple choice questions, the same, they'll give you like a case and you have to answer the question. So this is the same pattern of a USMLE. So yeah.
Is there credit R system? There's credit system, is there?
No, they don't.
In Europe ECTS program Europe में होता है, यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं होता होगा.
No, there's no credit. You have to attend all the classes. There's a attendance system.
How much? 75%, 80%, 100%?
I think it's no. 75% is your attendance percentage.
Very nice. Is there any discrimination between Indian graduates and foreign graduates in India?
So to some extent there is, because wo to hoga hi. Like, see, discrimination is there in every sector, every field, everything. So thoda sa initially hai, but again, as I said, if you can conduct yourself well, if your knowledge is to the optimum this thing, then I don't think it should be a problem. Because see, if you go out in the real world, like let's say you are in India, aap internship kar rahe, and then there's a consultant, he asks you some question. If you can answer it, he's not going to ask you, aapne kaun si university se kiya, you done from India or foreign. No one cares. Right. You should be able to be confident enough and answer all the questions and everything. So, and once you do PG, then though it makes no difference at all.
No difference, yeah. Are you planning for PG?
Filhal, I have already done my diploma in diabetology, so I'm pretty happy in that.
Okay.
PG ka, I'm not. I mean, this is already a PG course, so I don't think I want to apply for anything further in the future.
This is MD course, right? The
one that I have done is a diploma course, but yeah, you can go for MD, MS. I have seniors.
Is Doctor of Medicine.
So yeah, Philippines, they give you the degree called Doctor of Medicine, MD, on your certificate.
Okay. How many graduates? You might not be knowing this. For how many the above graduates in India in government sector? So a fair idea, like आपके साथ जो बैच में थे, कितने लोगों ने MCI clear करा है? आपकी knowledge में कुछ idea है? जो बच्चे थे आपके?
See, मेरे बैच का तो I think 90% people have cleared the MCI.
Oh.
So yeah, so I mean, I don't know, see 10%, I don't know where they are. They are off social media. So 90% have cleared, and I think 80% are already in PG courses.
Oh, nice.
It's good enough.
Nice.
Some of them obviously don't want to study further. It's a personal choice. कोई तो MBBS रह के भी खुश है. So they don't want to study further.
Okay. That's great. How many bedded hospitals are there attached with the university?
Oh, that's a very good question. So our university, TMSF, it has its own hospital in the same premises. So where you...
Just next to.
Yes, exactly. So where you are studying, वहाँ पे hospital है. So that's a 200 240 bedded hospital. So they have that is already attached. Along with that, they also have attachments with Brokenshire Hospital. They have with San Pedro Hospital. These are the two private big hospitals out there, and with the government hospital, which is SPMC. That is the biggest government hospital on that island. So they have a tie-up with that. So whenever you're doing your internship, you will be posted in that hospital for for your internship period.
Okay, great. Great, then I think this is it. I'm sorry, the recording was not happening. आपने मुझे जो first question बताया था NMET का, मुझे एक बार आपको और बताना पड़ेगा कि NMET एग्जाम के बारे में just a brief आपने जो बोला था ताकि इसमें recording हो जाए.
Okay, so the thing about the NMAT exam, it's just a simple multiple choice exam that you will have to give. Anybody who has cleared his 12th standard science board exam or has given the NEET exam will easily be able to clear this one, because it is just having basic questions on, let's say, a few little bit fundamental maths, a bit of statistics, and histology, anatomy. All these topics will be covered in your BS BS course. So you don't have to study anything out of the syllabus. It will all be in the syllabus. You just have to give the exam. You have to clear it. Everybody clears that exam. So it is just a small prerequisite
requirement
of Philippines that everybody has to do. मतलब उधर के भी मतलब the Filipinos also give that exam, so we also have to give. It's just a part of their strategy.
अच्छा, आपने आपका जो experience,
so it's very simple. There's nothing to worry.
हाँ, आपने से आपका
I said so the exam बहुत simple थी. Sorry मैं से बोल रही थी exam NMAT तो बहुत ही simple थी. So don't worry about that exam at all.
Okay. आपने वर्क एक्सपीरियंस एक बार बताइए, आपने कहाँ काम करा है अभी तक?
From Bhatia Hospital in Mumbai, post which I have worked in as an assistant medical officer. Hello?
Yeah, come again, please.
So I've done my internship at Bhatia Hospital in South Bombay. Post which I got my degree. After that, I started working in the government. So in a BMC, Bihar Municipal Corporation, MCGM. So there I was working in our South Ward as an assistant medical officer. I was posted in the public health department, where I had to handle immunization, polio campaigns, measles campaign, disease surveillance, and family planning. I worked there for 2.5 years. After which I joined as a physician in Mahindra and Mahindra at their head office in Colaba and their other office in Worli.
Okay.
And post that, I did my diabetology diploma. I did it from Nanavati Hospital. And after that, I worked with Dr. Girish Parmar there under his surveillance for 2 months. And then I've been assisting my dad in his hospital, and I've also worked in other places, other private clinics.
Okay. So that is a lot of experience, I must say.
Thank you.
Okay. So salary after MCI exam?
It'll be the same. It'll be the same as everybody else. कुछ कम नहीं, कुछ ज़्यादा नहीं.
Exactly. So why did you select Dabao? Everything you have covered. I don't think that any guidelines regarding Pakistani criteria. I don't know. Were there any from which all countries do students come? Do you have any idea?
So during our time, we had students from Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia. What are the countries? We had Dubai. We had also 2 or 3 people from America, but these all are like Indian origin. Other than that, there were other people from other countries, not from India or Indian passport holder. They were from Nigeria. There was one from Iran or Iraq or one of these countries. So ऐसा नहीं है. They have their own international student quota. But personally, we used to not have much time to mingle with anyone. We used to be within our batch. So yeah, and mostly in our batch, we had Indians from other countries, like let's say Malaysia and Indonesia. So they were Indian passport. Maybe they were they were not Indian passport holders. Sorry, they were maybe Malaysian passport holders. लेकिन वो Indian origin थे. So they all used to mingle around.
Okay. I think you have answered all of the questions, very important questions, and this will definitely gonna help students to take a better decisions. And thank you so much for joining in. And right now, I can continue, and you can take rest. Thank you so much.
Sure. Okay, thank you.
Bye. Take care. फी स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ DMSF, फी स्ट्रक्चर जो बहुत सही है, 5100 USD पर ईयर, ठीक है, 5100 USD पर ईयर देना है आपको फॉर फर्स्ट टू फोर्थ ईयर। और जो आपका BS कोर्स होगा वो है 7 लाख, 1.5 इयर्स का 7 लाख है। आई एम रियली सॉरी, रिकॉर्डिंग का जो बटन है वो मैं क्योंकि दोबारा से ऐड हुआ था तो इससे नमिता जी, नमिता साहू, इज द हॉस्टल इनसाइड द प्रेमाइसेस? इट्स अ बिट अलग जाके है बट बहुत पास है, मतलब इतना कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी आपको जाने में। 5100 USD आपको कॉस्ट करता है इस वक्त 3,82,500। तो इसको 4 साल से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो ये हो गया 15,30,000 रुपए, प्लस आपका 7 लाख प्लस GST BS कोर्स का आता है, तो अप्रोक्सीमेटली 8 लाख हो जाते हैं। तो आपका 23,30,000 रुपए का पूरा बजट आएगा, ठीक है। दैट वाज अ गुड क्वेश्चन। फिलिपिनोज, वैसे फिलिपिनोज और इंटरनेशनल्स की अलग अलग क्लासेस होती हैं। तो गाइज BS कोर्स बहुत अच्छा कोर्स है, इसे करिए। और NMAT एग्जाम बहुत ईजी है, उससे डरिए मत। तो मैं तो यही बोलूंगी आप लोगों से, इट्स अ वेरी गुड कॉलेज। और 60% मैंने आपको बताया MCR रेट है, उनके टाइम पे वो 90% बता रहे हैं। तो मैंने खुद ये चीज वेरीफाई कर ली है कि MCR रेट तो फिलीपींस का इस कॉलेज का बहुत अच्छा है। और अगर आप अच्छे से पढ़ते हैं तो आपके चांसेस है कि आप बहुत जल्दी, देखिए 2014 में वो ग्रेजुएट हुई, 2014 में ही उन्होंने MCR दिया है और वो क्लियर हुई है। मैंने वहां पे 2015 लिख दिया था क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगा कि ऑफकोर्स नेक्स्ट ईयर क्लियर किया होगा, बट एज शी कंफर्म्ड इट, सो इट मीन्स दिसंबर 2014 में ही उन्होंने MCR क्लियर कर लिया है। और फीस स्ट्रक्चर वगैरह के बारे में आप हमारी बुक माई यूनिवर्सिटी की ऐप डाउनलोड कर लीजिए, उसमें सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है। और वहीं से आप इस कॉलेज के लिए अप्लाई भी कर सकते हैं। बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स के ऑलरेडी लेटर्स आ चुके हैं, और अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हैं तो जरूर करिए। लाइजम भी बहुत अच्छा है, उसकी वीडियोस भी मैं डालने वाली हूँ। उसका बजट पूरा मिला के BS वगैरह मिला के 25 लाख पड़ता है, खाना वाना मिला के 25 लाख पड़ता है। इसका 23 लाख विदाउट फूड है, विदाउट हॉस्टल है। तो सब कुछ मिला के दबाओ आपको 28 to 30 पड़ेगा। लाइजियम जो है आपको 25 लाख पड़ेगा। लाइजियम भी उतना ही अच्छा कॉलेज है, उसका भी MCA पासिंग रिजल्ट बहुत अच्छा है। आई होप आपको ये सेशन अच्छा लगा होगा, आपको समझ में आया होगा कॉलेज के बारे में, आपको समझ में आया होगा MCI के बारे में। यू मस्ट हैव गॉटन द नॉलेज अबाउट इट एंड यू विल बी एबल टू टेक अ गुड डिसीजन। Divya Gupta, you're raising hand. You want to talk? I can allow you to talk if you want. So, why you select Davao? Davao is one of the good, मतलब best MCI passing ratio वाला college in Philippines. इसमें इतनी seats भी नहीं होती हैं, तो अगर आप interested है तो आप Philippines के लिए अगर दवाओं में interested, बहुत जल्दी आप admission ले सकते हैं, जल्द से ले लीजिए। Any other question to anybody from anyone? Session was awesome, almost everything cleared. Wow, this is nice. Details of fees, it's $5,100 per year from first to fourth year. And जो आपका ये होता है BS कोर्स, उसका 7 लाख प्लस GST है, क्योंकि आप आधा इंडिया में भी पढ़ते हो, तो 8 लाख रुपए पड़ता है आपको, ठीक है, जिसको आप पार्ट पेमेंट भी कर सकते हो। इफ यू अप्लाई थ्रू अस, वी विल हेल्प यू आउट इन पेइंग पार्ट पेमेंट्स। इनटेक्स एक ही है अभी, लेकिन बीच में भी आप जा सकते हैं क्योंकि NMAT एग्जाम 2 बार होता है। मैम टेल अबाउट पुणे कैंपस। पुणे कैंपस इज रियली नाइस, रियली नाइस। उसकी सारी वीडियोस वगैरह है। नो, नीट इज मैंडेटरी फॉर BS। नो, आप BS कोर्स करने अभी आ सकते हैं, अगस्त में इसका क्लास शुरू हो रहा है, और अभी जाके आप अपनी पढ़ाई शुरू कर सकते हैं। यू कैन गिव द 2021 नीट ऑल्सो, क्योंकि आप 2021 के बाद ही MD कोर्स के लिए जाएंगे, NMAT के लिए जाएंगे। NMAT भी आप बिना नीट के दे सकते हैं, ठीक है। Yes, we have 2 campuses. We have one campus in Pune and one campus in Chennai. So if you are from southern India and you like southern India, you want to study in southern India, you can do that, or you can be in Pune campus. Campus in India or online in home. So basically अभी तो इंडिया का कैंपस ही चाहिए क्योंकि बीएस कोर्स तो इंडिया में हो रहा है, और अगर अभी यहाँ पे शायद ऑनलाइन का भी प्रोविजन हो जाएगा, अगर ऐसा होता है तो वी विल लेट यू नो. ओके नेहा, आप हमारे बीएमयू काउंसलर को कॉल कर सकते हैं इस टोल फ्री नंबर पे और आपको पूरी डिटेल्स मिल जाएगी. कांटेक्ट करिए और भी जो डाउट्स होंगे आपके नेक्स्ट सेशन में हम लोग जरूर कवर करेंगे. कल मैं बात करूंगी एक और स्टूडेंट से फिलीपींस की जिन्होंने 99 परसेंटाइल लेके आई है एनमैट एग्जाम में, तो जरूर आप चाहेंगे कि ऐसे स्टूडेंट से भी मैं आपकी बात कराऊं. सो वी आर ट्राइंग टू ब्रिंग यू बेस्ट इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट इट. ओके and great, it was a very awesome session for me too. And virtual trip of college, staying at home, yes, okay, I'll organize one thing about this. वैसे तो मेरा सारी वीडियोस में सारा वर्चुअल ट्रिप ही होता है, पर चलिए आप लोगों के लिए मैं कुछ और तरीके से लाने की कोशिश करूंगी. So I'm gonna see you all, talk to you tomorrow.